A man dies for minutes. When he wakes up, he says time was gone. Not slowed down, not stretched, gone. He says his life was no longer a line. It was a field of moments, all visible at once. Past, present, future. The internet turns stories like this into proof that the future already exists. But the real question is stranger. Did he see the future? Or did his brain stop building time? The viral version is almost too perfect. A man comes back from clinical death. Describes events he could not know. He writes down future dates. Years later, the details seem to match. But many of those details are not verified. That does not mean the whole phenomenon is fake. A real surgeon named Tony Cicoria reported a near-death experience after being struck by lightning. Afterward, his life changed in a way even neurologists found difficult to explain. The fake details may be wrong, but the mystery underneath them is still real. Near-death experiences do not all look the same. Some people report leaving the body. Some report seeing a light. Some describe a life review, where memories arrive with impossible speed. And some describe something even harder to explain. Time changes. A few seconds can feel endless. A lifetime can feel compressed into one instant. The experience can feel more real than ordinary waking life. Science cannot simply ignore that. But it also cannot treat every memory from the edge of death as a proven window into reality. The brain does not passively receive time. It builds it. Vision, sound, memory, emotion, and prediction are stitched together into a sequence. That sequence becomes your life story. This happened, then this, then this. But near death, the system can change. Oxygen falls. Signals distort. Memory and prediction may blur together. The clock inside the mind can break. And when sequence breaks, everything can feel simultaneous. For a long time, death was imagined like a switch. The heart stops, the brain shuts down, consciousness disappears. But recent research has made that picture less simple. In a small study of dying patients, researchers observed bursts of organized brain activity in some cases. That does not prove an afterlife. It does not prove that the future can be seen. But it does suggest that the boundary between life and death is not always a clean, silent line. Something may still be happening in the brain, even when the body is failing. Then physics adds a different kind of strangeness. Some philosophers and physicists discuss time through a model called eternalism. In that picture, past, present, and future are not like a moving spotlight. They are more like different parts of a four-dimensional structure, a block universe. From inside the block, you experience one moment after another. From outside the metaphor, the whole path can be imagined at once. This is not proof that anyone can see tomorrow, but it shows that the idea of time is not as obvious as it feels. Maybe the flow is partly a story the mind tells. This is where viral stories become dangerous. They take a real mystery and make it too neat. Exact dates, perfect predictions, convenient brain anomalies discovered later. Those details make a post easy to share. They do not make it true. The honest version is less simple but more interesting. Some people report that time collapses near death. Some studies show the dying brain may still produce surprising activity. And philosophy leaves open, uncomfortable questions about what time really is. That is enough mystery without inventing evidence. Maybe the man did not see the future. Maybe he saw memory without order. Maybe, for a few moments, the brain stopped arranging life into before and after. A childhood scene. A hospital room. A future conversation imagined by the mind. All of it arriving as one impossible field. We do not have a final answer, but the question is real. If time is a story the brain tells, what happens when the storyteller stops?